Hello there.
Ooh.
Hello.
I bet you two are wondering why I've gathered you here today.
I'm assuming it's something regarding about the questions that you asked me the other day.
The questions I asked you, because to the viewers, I sent just a random DM to both Foxy and Toast here, requesting 8 characters. 8 of their favorite fictional characters, to be precise. I'm going to share my screen, and you will see what I have here. So here, you will see what I have built. I spent all night making this because Toast decided to send me his characters at like 1 a.m. last night. I got to work.
For a while, okay?
I got to work. Friggin' Foxy, it took no time at all for her to send me a list of characters.
I was bored at work when you texted me. I was bored at work.
So was I. However, as soon as I got Toast's characters, I immediately got to work building this selection of characters for our favorite character, Hunger Games.
Oh god.
We're going to pit all of our characters to the fight to the death, and we'll introduce our own characters because I feel like that'll be the most fair here. So I selected 8. Oh, you want to say?
I want to say Jack Sparrow and Aragorn being in the same district is really awesome.
The fucking Loki and Rumpelstiltskin are in the same district too.
I kind of have had a rough idea of some of the characters, and I'm like, yeah, these guys would go in the same districts.
They kind of would. Yep. Yeah. I can see it.
You'll see why, like, the 4 districts I have, there are some similarities between everyone here. But, well, I'll introduce mine first. First, in District 1, we have the Ink Demon, and then Sin, the Absolute Solver from Murder Drones. District 2, we have Jevil and Pomni. District 3, we have Steve and Steve, the Red Pikmin. And in District 4...
Steve.
In District 4, we have Your Forger and Connor, the android sent by Cyberlife.
I think District 1 would be like the most fucking overpowered.
They are the most overpowered, but hey, technically they can be defeated, so let's see if anyone's capable.
Until you get to mine. So in District 5, we have Sans from Undertale and Lucifer from Hazbin Hotel. And in District 6, we have Sun and Moon from Security Breach. And then District 7, we have Eclipse. Technically it's from Security Breach, but I fell in love with the Sun and Moon show version of him. And then we also have Bowser. No questions. District 8, we have the hot guys with godly powers. We have Loki and Rumpelstiltskin. Loki from Marvel and Rumpelstiltskin from Once Upon a Time.
Loki has been falling for 30 minutes.
Well, I've been falling for him for about like 30 years. I don't know how old am I?
30 years?
30 years?!
Damn.
Nope. I was trying to turn that around, and it was like, no. It was like, as I was saying it, I was like, wait.
That don't work.
my brain
Toast,
caught up with
your characters?
Yes. So in District 9, we have Dalinar and Yasna Kolin from the Stormlight Archive series. In District 10, going into the Marvel Universe, we have Tony Stark and Agent Fitz from, what was it called? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. In District 11, we have...
My Demas thought that was Captain America for a second.
What? I mean, it could be. Very close.
Could
In
be.
District 11, we have Ned Stark from Game of Thrones and Commander Erwin from Attack on Titan. And then in District 12, we have Aragorn and Captain Jack Sparrow.
Is
Tony like an ancient ancestor of Ned?
Yes.
Or a descendant of Ned? Yeah.
Game of Thrones is canon to the MCU,
100%.
everybody. Alright.
Yeah.
So with this character...
Technically, Undertale is actually canon to every single universe.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. Anyway, so now we will proceed and see what absolute benign situations occur, and I can only imagine this will be fun to edit situations for. So, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. It would be really funny if fucking Jack Sparrow won.
I hope he does. That would be hilarious. I want to see what... here we go. Let's see what happens. It's generating.
It's generating. Oh god.
Yes, I am over 13 years old. Let's go. What the fuck? No! You killed it! Damn it! Why? 1 second, I'll be right back. And we are back. Hopefully this time it doesn't mess up. If it does, I will cry. Alright, let's see who the hell's going to win this absolute masterclass in a fight. Alright, here we are. We're here. So, if you know the Hunger Games horn, then you can envision that as it is. But as the tributes stand on their podium, the horn sounds. Let's see. Sin runs away from the cornucopia. Aragorn runs away from the cornucopia. Sun runs away from the cornucopia.
Practically everybody runs away from the cornucopia.
Steve runs away from the cornucopia. Eclipse runs away from the cornucopia. The Ink Demon runs away from the cornucopia. Ned Stark runs away from the cornucopia. Jevil runs away from the cornucopia. Erwin runs away from the cornucopia.
Oh, huge.
Finds a canteen full of water.
Huge.
Steve the Red Pikmin runs away from the cornucopia. Moon runs away from the cornucopia. Agent Fitz runs away from the cornucopia. Rumpelstiltskin runs away with a lighter and some rope.
Yeah.
Based on what little I know about him, that seems very in character. Like, those are the things he would grab, of course.
I just read the one underneath.
Connor protects Tony Stark, but Lucifer protects him, killing Connor.
Killing Connor.
Oh, shit.
He's an android. He'll be re-uploaded later. It's fine.
And Lucifer's the king of hell.
Sans Undertale grabs a shield, leaning on the cornucopia. So he can take more than one hit, because let's be real, one hit and Sans is dead. Yor runs away from the cornucopia. Makes sense, she doesn't need a weapon. Dalinar runs away from the cornucopia. Loki snatches a bottle of alcohol and a rag.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah. Pomni takes a spear from inside the cornucopia. Bowser grabs a shovel. Captain Jack Sparrow runs away from the cornucopia in that classic Jack Sparrow fashion. We all know how that goes. But only one tribute died, so... And that was Connor, the android sent by Cyberlife. Day 1. Now, Dalinar Colon, I'm sorry, I'm probably gonna butcher some of these names, receives a clean water from an unknown sponsor. Loki and Jack Sparrow. Captain Jack Sparrow hunt for other tributes.
Yes.
Well, listen, Jack Sparrow joined Loki because he had the alcohol, let's be real.
True!
That's why he joined forces with him. Let's see, Lucifer and Sin the Solver split up to search for resources, but they're working together. You know, they're both deities, that makes sense. Moon thinks about home.
Ah, yes.
In the back of Sun Subconscious, Moon's just like, I miss the ball pit, son. Agent Fitz goes hunting. Red Pikmin receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. How Steve wields this hatchet, we have yet to find out. Jevil repeatedly stabs Jazz Nutgolan to death with sighs. Frankly, I feel like he would have used a devil's knife, but that makes sense.
What Steve does is so on character.
This tries to spear fish with a trident, obviously. That was in character for him. Eclipse begs for Tony Stark to kill him. He refuses, keeping Eclipse alive. Man, Eclipse just wanted out quick.
Ultron.
He wanted out quickly. Yeah, Tony Stark was like, I'm not going through this again. Left him alive. Pomni makes a wooden spear.
She has 2 spears now!
Yeah, I was gonna say, now she has 2 spears. She's gonna be dual-wielding now. Rumpelstiltskin overhears Sun and Aragorn talking in the distance.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah, Bowser receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. The Ink Demon accidentally detonates a landmine while trying to arm it. So I'm assuming that means he just blows up into a massive pile of ink.
Well, we'll see. I think the next.
Assuming this kills him. I'm not sure if it says that killed him, but we can only assume.
I'm assuming, yeah.
Sans Undertale makes a slingshot.
Yeah, that checks out.
Your Forger receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor, and Commander Irwin catches Ned Stark off guard and kills him.
Oh.
Damn. Alright.
A quarter of my guys are dead.
How sad. At least Irwin managed to make a, Yep, okay, so 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. 4 fallen tributes. Connor, the android sent by Cyberlife, Jasna, the Ink Demon, and Ned Stark. Alright. Moving on. Let's see, night 1. Loki cries himself to sleep. In this pose, that is how he cries himself to sleep. Let's see, Moon climbs up a tree to rest. That is very in character for him. Steve, the red Pikmin, goes to sleep. Again, nighttime, so of course he does. Sans Undertale tries to sing himself to sleep. Keyword tries. Eclipse tries to treat his infection. Probably a virus infection. A virus infection, yeah, obviously. Is a robot. Aragorn defeats Rumpelstiltskin in a fight, but spares his life. The kind man
true
Aragorn
king
is.
defeats the dark one. Yeah, that's
character.
totally what's gonna happen.
Jevil and Your Forger huddle for warmth. I mean, Your Forger does have motherly instinct, and Jevil is just short, so she assumed he was a kid. Captain Jack Sparrow starts a fire with the rum!
Oh no. With the rum.
The question is how big was the fire, and is the rum gone?
Obviously, the rum's not entirely gone. He's not that drunk yet.
No, it's...
Sin the Solver receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Agent Fitz receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Sun, Bowser, Pomni, Tony Stark, and Steve sleep in shifts. Obviously, these characters are very well known for working together.
I like how it's just like one from each different fandom.
Let's see, Dalinar Collins starts a fire. The lots of fires going on. Lucifer receives clean water from an unknown sponsor, and Commander Irwin climbs a tree to rest. No deaths tonight.
See? It's a nice night.
Day 2. Let's see, Rumpelstiltskin travels to higher ground, taking inspiration from ye old Star Wars. Aragorn camouflages himself in the bushes. That sounds about right.
Nice.
He's that sort of tactician. Sun searches for firewood. Captain Jack Sparrow sprains his ankle while running away from Eclipse. I mean, let's be real, who wouldn't? Taking a look at this dude. Pomni overhears Agent Fitz and Sans Undertale talking in the distance. Tony Stark injures himself. I mean, let's be real. He was trying to make a suit out of wood and rocks, bushes, whatever he could find in the arena. Obviously, of course, he injured himself doing that. Steve the Red Pikmin receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Let's just hope he doesn't take a bath in it. Your Forger and Steve split up to search for resources. The classic Minecraft way how that works. Loki receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. That's dangerous. Daniel Colin steals Jevil from Jevil while he isn't looking. I wanna read this one.
No.
Okay.
Moon, Bowser, and Lucifer get into a fight. Lucifer triumphantly kills them.
I mean, listen, if you had to, listen, Moon is just an animatronic. Bowser's powerful in the dark arts and what have you, but Lucifer is the devil from the Bible, so of course he's gonna come out on top of that one. Sin goes hunting. She's just out for blood. Which is, Commander Irwin accidentally steps on a landmine. The Ink Demon managed to set up a couple of those before blowing himself up.
Apparently.
Yeah, that's probably not gonna count for him, though, so 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh, damn. Fuck.
Night 2. Sun defeats Loki in a fight, but spares his life. Obviously, he's so nice.
This is when Sun learns magic. Sun learns magic.
Dalinar Colin and Sans Undertale run into each other and decide to truce for the night because, obviously, they're
I like
too
to
tired.
imagine. I like to imagine that Sans is just completely nonchalant about all this. Is just casually
this isn't his first Hunger Games. He knows this is a simulation. He knows that everything's gonna be fine in the end. He's been here before, many a times. Let's see. Rumpelstiltskin and Agent Fitz run into each other and decide to truce for the night.
That
Fair
would not
enough.
happen.
I feel like Agent Fitz didn't want to start a fight because he knows how powerful Rumple is, and then Rumpelstiltskin just didn't have the means to kill him. Like, he's plotting his demise as they sleep.
Yeah, yeah.
Jevil, your Forger, Captain Jack Sparrow, and Red Pikmin tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. I mean,
that makes sense for
Yor is just talking about, like, her experiences with how she raised Yuri, and everyone else is like, Jesus fucking Christ, how is he alive?
No! I just read the very end! Okay, keep going.
Eclipse and Pomni run into each other and decide to truce for the night. Aragorn lets Steve into his shelter, because Steve tried making a house out of wool foolishly, so it didn't end out well. Aragorn, very nice. Tony Stark starts a fire, more bats of arson. Sin is unable to start a fire and sleeps without warmth, but she is a robot, so I'm sure she'll be fine. And Lucifer dies of dysentery.
You shit yourself to death. Perfect.
What the fuck is this, the Orlon Trail?
He tried eating rubber ducks. It didn't go very well.
He won a battle between two other people yesterday, then today is
really tired himself out. He tried drinking water from a river that had rubber ducks floating in it, but turns out that was a trap, and the water was poison, and he just shat himself to death. Rest in peace, Lucifer. Let's see. Day 3. Right. Agent Fitz, your Forger, Sans, Undertale, and Pomni hunt for other tributes. The Squad on the prowl. Eclipse diverts Rumpelstiltskin's attention and runs away. Eclipse is unsure of anything that's going on. This is his first time running in the simulation. Captain Jack Sparrow attacks Steve, but he manages to escape. Yeah, probably. He used a box to, like, make a bridge and get out of there. Sin, Sun, Tony Stark, Aragorn, and Dalinar Kholin hunt for other tributes. The other squad.
That would be the most OP.
Purely because of Sin, let's be real. But Loki searches for firewood. Everyone here is just a bound arsonist. There's no end to the fires that will begin here, but we know that Red Pikmin Steve over here is immune and just decides to pick flowers, hoping to find more Pikmin brethren. And perhaps find some nectar. Jevil picks flowers. Yep.
I like to think they're both, like, sitting next to each other, just picking flowers.
See, but Jevil is doing it chaotically. He's using his devil's knife to, like, swipe all the flowers at once, just to get as many as possible.
Just, like, stabbing into the ground.
Yeah, to see how many he can grab at once. And Steve over here is just like, what? My God, calm down.
Yeah.
Let's see, one cannon shot can be heard in the distance.
Yes.
Lucifer, who died of dysentery.
My Shark King!
There he goes. Let's see, next we have night 3. Aragorn stays awake all night. He's doubtful of all the people who are still alive. He doesn't trust anyone. He wants to make sure that no one's going to take him by surprise. Sun tries to treat his infection, probably transmitted from Eclipse earlier. You know, how...
I don't know.
Animatronic viruses are spread. Steve screams for help. Just screaming every single meme reference he can possibly muster. Flint and steel. Chicken jockey. Everyone in the distance that night just heard the screams of chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey.
Tony Stark loses sight of where he is.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, yeah. Literally and mentally.
Like the last time he found himself in a middle of a deserted place filled with a bunch of people trying to kill him. It didn't really go well either, so...
Oh yeah, that happens all the time. Dalinar Kholin screams for help. Sin the Solver passes out from exhaustion. She hasn't had a good meal in days. She really wants to just eat someone's flesh. Your Forger...
Holy shit!
Your Forger and Red Pikmin Steve sleep in shifts. Agent Fitz overpowers Captain Jack Sparrow, killing him. I don't know who this Agent Fitz guy is, but damn. He had plot armor rigged on him. Damn. Captain Jack Sparrow was too drunk. Like, he had too much rum. He wasn't able to really see what was going on during the scuffle and was killed. Pomni tries to treat her infection, but is unclear as to how she even got the infection in the first place. Eclipse and Rumpelstiltskin hold hands. That'll be good for your fanfiction pocket later, I'm sure, Foxy. Sans Undertale receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Loki questions his sanity, as he always does. And Jevil passes out from exhaustion. he doesn't get a lot of sleep. That makes sense. Day 4. Aragorn constructs a shack.
No!
Pomni tracks down
Oh,
and
shit.
kills Sun.
Fuck's sakes! You
Oh.
had one evil arc in the last Digital Circus episode, and now you're just going off on a killing spree.
Spoiler alert. Toast hasn't watched it yet.
Ruined now.
You
Ruined
should have
forever.
watched it.
Steve tends to red Pikmin Steve's wounds because the Steves must stick together.
True.
Loki
My
attacks
screen stopped
Devil,
going
but he
gray.
manages to escape. The slippery little jester that neck is a ball and chain. It's hard to get this guy. Agent Fitz makes a wooden spear. Your Forger scares Tony Stark off. Honestly, that's not too surprising because Your Forger is a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah.
Eleanor
Holy
Collins practices
shit!
archery. Sin the Solver hunts for other tributes. Again, she's on the prowl. She's looking for a good meal. Rumpelstiltskin tries to spearfish with a trident. Sans Undertale begs for Eclipse to kill him. He reluctantly obliges, killing Sans Undertale. Sans was just done with everything going
That's
on.
rough.
He's like, I don't need to win this one. I've seen too many of these. Let's give the new guy a chance.
End me. Just end me.
Damn.
It was a pity kill. It was a pity kill.
Arena event. A monstrous hurricane wreaks havoc on the arena.
Okay.
Loki survives. Tony Stark is sucked into the hurricane. Without a suit, he's not really going to be able to do a lot there. Eclipse tries to save Jevil from being sucked into the hurricane, only to be sucked in as well.
Fuck!
Damn.
Sans is looking at Eclipse from the great beyond and is like, dude, I gave you an out. Come on. You had one job. Steve survives. All he had to do was build blocks above his head, and he couldn't have been sucked in. Rumpelstiltskin survives. Sin the Solver sucked into the hurricane. You know, she didn't understand the assignment. Pomni survives with her stretchy arms. She grabbed hold of a tree and managed to survive until the end. Dalinar Collins survives. Agent Fitz stabs Red Pikmin and pushes him enough into the hurricane to
Holy
suck him in.
shit! He's just
Fitz
a
is going
fucking
ham.
savage.
Dude,
Right?
my god, the Pikmin is not that hard to kill. Yor is sucked into the hurricane despite her best efforts, and Aragorn is incapacitated by flying debris and dies. Damn, this hurricane just wiped out half of the people. 10 cannon shots can be heard in the
10.
distance.
Holy
Captain Jack Sparrow, Sun, Sans Undertale, Tony Stark, Eclipse, Jevil, Sin, the Absolute Solver, Red Pikmin, Steve, Your Forger, and Aragorn. Damn. There are not many left. Night 4. Rumpelstiltskin, Steve, Dalinar Collin, and Pomni sleep in shifts, unsure of the god of mischief and Agent Fitz, what they would do. They didn't trust him, so they stuck together. Loki passes out from exhaustion because he's just done with everything going on. And Agent Fitz attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful, the mass murderer that he is, and now he just wanted to start a bout of arson, but was not successful in that.
Dude was just like a nerdy little guy in the show.
He was out for blood this time. He understood the assignment. The feast. The cornucopia is replenished with food, supplies, weapons, and memoirs from the tribute's families. Steve decides not to go to the feast as he knows he doesn't have a family. Pomni decides not to go to the feast. Dalinar
she
Collin
can't
kills
remember.
Loki with his own weapon. Damn. He out-tricked the trickster, and Rumpelstiltskin severely injures Agent Fitz and leaves him to die.
Oh, my boy.
So Rumpel is the last one standing.
Alright, now moving into day 5, Pomni begs for Dalinar Collin to kill her. He refuses, keeping Pomni alive. Pomni just wants out quicker than anyone else because, again, she's had enough of this. She's been in this Song and Dance before. Rumpelstiltskin and Steve hunt for the other tributes.
Yeah, the two other people.
2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Loki and Agent Fitz. Very surprised that Agent Fitz managed to get killed after his after who he killed. It is amazing that he managed to.
I don't know how he made it this far.
Yeah. Night 5. Pomni shoots an arrow at Steve, but misses and kills Rumpelstiltskin instead.
Fuck!
Damn.
I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. No, fuck this shit.
Jesus Christ. And Dalinar Golan quietly homes.
I do too.
He hears in the distance like the silent arrow thwip in the distance. It's like, I wonder if that was Steve. He was quite masterful in the archery arts. I don't know who this guy is. So I don't know what
Game's
he's saying.
fucking rigged.
So now we're down to the final 3.
Final 3.
The final 3.
Come on.
Day 6, Dalinar Golan receives clean water from an unknown sponsor.
Yeah.
Pomni discovers a cave. Steve dies of dysentery.
I'm right.
That makes sense. His hunger bar was too low. He didn't realize what was happening, and just all of his items just out of his corpse.
He ate rotten flesh. This is what happens.
Yeah, that's what happens when you try doing that. It turns out Rumpelstiltskin wasn't very tasty.
Makes sense. He has fucking scaly ass skin, and he's covered in darkness.
2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Rumpelstiltskin and Steve. Damn.
No.
The Steves are both dead.
I'm gonna die
Night 6,
alone.
Pomni dies of dysentery. Dalinar Golan is the winner from District 9.
This shit's rigged.
Let's go.
Don't have any idea who he is, but he won. Let's see, he only had 1 kill. Let's see, Pomni had 2 kills, Rumpelstiltskin had 1, Agent Fitz had 2, Kleps had 1, Jevil had 1.
Lucifer had 3.
Lucifer had 3 kills before dying of dysentery. Commander Irwin had 1 kill, and that's it. Everyone else died of, like, the fucking hurricane wiped out, like, half the board. Jesus Christ.
3 people died of dysentery.
Yes.
This was a,
That's
I
a
didn't
common
know
way
this
for
was an
people
issue
to
in the
die.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what a match. 6 days and this guy ended up winning.
Hell yeah.
Fucking
That's on
rigged.
brand, actually. He would win.
If you guys wish to see another Hunger Games like this, we will perhaps put together another one and make it hopefully just as chaotically fun. Who knows, maybe these tributes will return and have a second shot in the simulation. Again, Sans has been in these simulations before, but now everyone here has and have had a taste for what this game is like. And maybe they'll fare better next time with their knowledge and resources of the game. So yeah, until next time.